Hey everyone, I'm just going to do a little quick tutorial for anyone who is working on Vanessa Smith's Nymphaea blanket. It's a Hexie blanket with these beautiful full Hexies. There's another one here. There are two variations, but there are also some half Hexies. Now they're very good to make, very easy to make, but there is one tricky little spot that I thought people might like a bit of help with, because even though we've all made back post stitches and even back post single crochet, there is one row here which has a picot stitch in it. This is a chain 3 picot here, and the very next round begins with a back post single crochet that has to go under the picot, and it's because you've got nothing on the side of it to support it. It could be a bit tricky about how exactly to work this stitch, and you can see it very clearly here in the colour version. And there is also a monochrome version of all of these Hexies, but then you've got to do the same thing, where is it, sorry, in the monochrome version. There's the picot right here, and you have to work, you can barely see because it's all in one colour, but if you can see these horizontal bars, these are the horizontal bars from the back post single crochet that has gone round behind this picot stitch. Now it's not something that's done that I've ever had to do before, so there is a bit of a tricky technique there, and I have edited out just that little tutorial bit from these two half Hexies, the colour version and the mono version, and that's here for you. Now bear in mind while you're watching these clips that they have come from the making of these two Hexies. So they are row 8 of these Hexies. That's row number 8 is these blue back post stitches. So that's what you'll hear me say, row 8, and I'll show you how to do it. And it's row 8 for both of them, just so you can get your bearings. They are row 8 in the Nymphaea pattern, and I'll make sure that we've got a link to that in the description for you if you're actually interested in going and buying the pattern to enjoy. Row 8. Now we're working on the right side first of all, so make sure you're facing up. Now the first stitch is a bit weird, it's not going to feel right, but just bear with me. We're going to make a back post single around the first double crochet of the side. That's the one that's got the picot in it. But it's a back post single, so slip knot on the hook, it's a standing stitch. Now what we've got to do is make sure that this picot stays forward, because there's nothing here holding on to anything. So you just put your slip knot on your hook like this. Just come under that tail, go into the space, pull the picot forward, maybe hold on to it with that tail, keep it out of the way, forward, pull the yarn through and make that single crochet at the back of the picot. That's the standing back post single crochet. I need it at the back of the picot like this, so that the post is wrapped like that. It seems weird, I know. Trust the process. There we go. When you pull that tail forward, you can see that it is simply wrapped around the post of the double crochet with the picot in front. That's what I need. Row 8. We begin on the wrong side by making a chain 1 and then turning. Now we've got to make a back post single crochet around the first double crochet below. This is a bit tricky, so you've got to be careful, because you've got to make this stitch so that the picot sits to the front. So come down behind the picot like this, up, down across the top of the first double crochet, pull the yarn through behind your picot, not in front, so that the picot sits in front of it, then close off that back post single crochet like that. All right, and those are your horizontal bars just right there tucked on the very end. You've got to be very careful with this. It's a very specific technique. I'm going to do it one more time for you so you can get a good idea of it. So first we do the chain 1. Let me get my yarn. Chain 1 and turn. Pretend that that's your stitch. Come down inside the picot, up and around and down, pull the yarn through, pinch that picot forward so you don't push it to the back. We will need it forward, then finish your back post single. Now your picot is on the front of your work. That's what we need, okay?